Hello viewers and a very warm welcome to this weekend's Out and About. Today we've come to sunny Hampshire in the south of England, where over 50,000 people have come together to unite over one theme: peace. Today we're here for the 60th anniversary of Jalsa Salana, the annual event by Ahmadiyya Muslim Community UK, where the message is simple yet powerful: love for all, hatred for none. So join us as we take you around this year's event to find out more.
हमें अपने रब की ये नेमत अता है कि दौरे खिलाफत मुयस्सर हुआ है
दौरे खिलाफत मुयस्सर हुआ है मोहम्मद के फैज़ान से ये जिला मुयस्सर हुआ है कि दौरे खिलाफत मुयस्सर हुआ है जहाँ तू खड़ा हो ज़माने हो साकित तेरा बोलना आसमां से रवाबित तेरा बोलना आसमां से रवाबित
तबरुक तेरा देखना बाखुदा है
के दौरे खिलाफत मुयस्सर हुआ है के दौरे खिलाफत मुयस्सर हुआ है तू सलामत रहे ता क़यामत रहे ता अबद एक तेरी इमामत रहे तू सलामत रहे.
Mr. President, well, here we are, the 60th anniversary of Jalsa Salana. Just explain to our viewers just how much that really means to you.
Well, you know, we have been in this country for over 100 years. The community started here in 1913, and we built the first mosque in London, which we're celebrating the 100 years of inauguration of that mosque. So we have very deep roots in this country. And as you can say, it's 60th Jalsa Salana, which means that we've been doing this for 60 years, which is quite an achievement in itself. So we are very much here in the heart of English countryside. And the thing is that we have built very good links and relationships with all the people around us. You know, all the communities know us, the authorities know us, the police know us, our children are integrated into the community here. So people around here are very supportive, and therefore that builds the right atmosphere to hold such an event in this part of the English countryside.
लिवाए अहमदियत जलसा सलाना UK नाराए तकबीर.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم.
Mr. Khan, well, here we are once again, another Jalsa Salana, another huge success. What does it mean to you?
Well, first of all, we have to thank God Almighty for giving us the opportunity to hold this event once again. It's our 60th anniversary, so we're very proud of the fact that we have a massive crowd here today, and the expected numbers are going to be close to over 50,000 people here, and we're very pleased the weather's held out, and it's wonderful. We're so blessed.
बदतर बनो हर एक से अपने ख्याल में शायद इसी से दखल हो दारुल विसाल में तकवा की जड़ खुदा के लिए खाक सारी है इफ़्फ़त जो शर्त दी है वो तकवा में सारी है जो खाक में मिले उसे मिलता है आशना.
Mr. Ahmed, it's wonderful to be here and great to have you with us. This really is an incredible event. Just explain to our viewers more about what is happening here over the 3 days.
This is very special for us. It's the 60th Jalsa Salana annual convention of our community, so quite a milestone and very special for all the attendees coming. And the highlight of that is because His Holiness is here addressing the convention on the 3 days. His Holiness Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad, who heads our worldwide community, we're so blessed to have him amongst us over this Jalsa, and that provides a real spiritual sense of what goes on here. He'll lead the community in prayers over the 3 days. He'll address the community over the 3 days and provide valuable guidance for not just our community, but for the whole world, towards peace, towards serving humanity, towards being kind to neighbors, learning more about your faith, and being confident in what you do in speaking about your faith and conveying that message to others.
And the message you promote really is special, and quite honestly, this is the time the world needs it. How special is it for you to be able to really continue to push that to everybody that's coming here this weekend?
I think the message of one of peace is really important because there's two aspects to it. I mean, there's also many guests who come from outside our community for them to learn that Islam is a religion of peace, and not just in words but in practice. If you look around the Jalsa, there's exhibitions of the humanitarian work we do, of the human rights work we do, of the work we do to help the homeless, help those who are vulnerable. So there's an action side to the convention as well. And of course, more widely, His Holiness has had a deep concern of the way things have been developing in the world. And he's been calling that, the pathway to peace is through justice, through equality, and not through, looking at just your own benefits, but looking at the wider international benefit, the good of mankind. This is God's message to every faith. This is God's message to the world today, and it's the message that the Khalifa is promoting as well.
تکبیر حضرت محمد مصطفی اسلام احمدیت غلام احمد کی خلافت احمدیہ حضرت خلیفۃ المسیح الخامس حضرت امیر المومنین نعرہ تکبیر.
حضرت مسیح موعود अलैहिस्सलाम ने जलसे के मकासद को बयान करते हुए फरमाया कि हम ये जलसा इसलिए मुनक़िद कर रहे हैं कि हमारे अंदर अल्लाह ताला का खौफ पैदा हो और वो ज़ोद और तक़वा और खुदा तरसी और परहेज़गारी और नरम दिली और बाहम मोहब्बत व मुआख़ात में एक दूसरे के लिए नमूना बन जाए। बस इसी मकसद के लिए इन जलसों का इनेकाद होता है और इसी मकसद के लिए आप लोग आज यहाँ जमा हैं। बस ये बात हमेशा याद रखनी चाहिए कि जब तक हम इस मकसद को पाने के लिए अपनी भरपूर कोशिश नहीं करेंगे, हमारा मसीह मौऊद अलैहिस्सलाम की बैत में आना भी बेमकसद है और जलसों में शामिल होना भी बेमकसद है। बस हमेशा याद रखना चाहिए कि इस्लाम की तालीम की जड़ तकवा है और अगर तकवा है तो इंसान अल्लाह ताला की बताई हुई तालीम पर अमल कर सकता है, वरना दीन पर अमल करने का हमारा नारा सिर्फ एक नारा रह जाएगा।
Well, there's more highlights of this year's Jalsa Salana to come your way, but we're going to take a very short break, so we'll see you again in part 2. Welcome back to Out and About. For those of you who've just joined us, today we're in Hampshire for the 60th anniversary of Ahmadiyya Muslim Community UK's Jalsa Salana.
ऐ खुदा ऐ कारसाज़ो ऐब पोशो किरदगार ऐ मेरे प्यारे मेरे मोहसिन मेरे परवरदिगार।
We have received a message from His Majesty the King, and I would read that out to the gathering. The King has asked me to thank you for your letter in connection with the International Annual Convention Jalsa Salana, which is being held between the 24th and 26th July 2026 at Hadiqatul Mahdi, Oakland Farm, Alton. His Majesty greatly appreciates that you should have taken the trouble to write to him as you did. I can tell you that the King was touched to learn this year's convention will mark 60th year of your event to bring together attendees from all throughout the Cure community. His Majesty would be most grateful if you could convey his warmest good wishes to the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community UK and to everyone who is attending. Yours sincerely, Head of the Royal Correspondence.
If we look at the current climate here, not just in the UK, but of course around the world, there is a lot of hatred, everything that you want to go against. And I think we hear a lot of words like Islamophobia. However, you and the rest of the community do such incredible work to really dispel those myths and help tell the truth. How exactly do you go about doing that?
Yes, there is definitely Islamophobia in this country. And, there is around the world, we are seeing increasing Islamophobia and racism generally. Because I think Islamophobia, people can't tell a brown person whether he's a Muslim or a Hindu or a Sikh or what. In fact, when the 9/11 took place, one of the first people that got killed were the Sikhs because they were wearing turbans. So it affects all of the people from ethnic backgrounds. But the thing is that you can change hearts and minds, if you actually reach out. I can tell you of two old ladies that I used to work with many years ago, and they had prejudice against blonde, blue-eyed, brown, black. And one day they were sitting with me saying, these Asians, they've come over and taken our jobs, our homes, everything. And I said, hang on a minute, I'm one of them. And they said, no, but you're different. I said, I'm not different. I'm the same. All you see is you don't see my color anymore, you see the person behind it. And that is the essence of how you can change hearts and minds.
अब हम बात करेंगे. I bear witness that there is none worthy of worship except Allah. He is one and has no partner. And I bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his servant and messenger. I enter this day the Ahmadiyya Jamaat in Islam at the hands of Masroor. I have firm faith that Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Khatam an-Nabiyyin, the seal of all the prophets. I also believe that Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam was the same Imam Mahdi and promised Messiah whose advent was prophesied by Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Your Excellency, it's a huge honour to have you with us here. Just share your thoughts on what it means for you to be at such an incredibly important event.
Well, you've given the reason. It's an incredibly important event. This is my first visit, although I've been to the mosque, and it's quite amazing what I have seen here. The level of organization, which also means the level of planning, and the commitment of everybody I have met to make this a very successful event. I hear you only had 28 days to construct and dismantle, and for this size and for this level, it's quite amazing. I'm very impressed.
Allah Ta'ala ने हम पर एहसान करते हुए हमें इस ज़माने में पैदा किया है जब हज़रत सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम के गुलाम सादिक को इस्लाम की तालीम दुनिया में फैलाने के लिए भेजा और इस्लाम की नशर सानिया के लिए मबूस फरमाया। आपको हज़रत सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की तरफ से दी हुई तालीम के मुताबिक दुनिया में खुदाए वाहिद की हुकूमत कायम करने के लिए, शिर्क के ख़ात्मे के लिए, रूहानी और अखलाकी अक़दार पैदा करने के लिए, वफ़ा और खुलूस की तालीम देने के लिए और वो अक़दार पैदा करने के लिए जो कामिल तौर पर वफ़ा, इखलास और इताअत का जज्बा अपने अंदर रखें, मबूस फरमाया।
What message are you hoping that visitors that are coming here this weekend really take away with them and continue to have those conversations themselves?
You see, at this moment in time, our whole world is going through a very difficult period. You know, there are wars everywhere, and conflict everywhere. People blame religion for it. It has nothing to do with faith at all. Faith actually is a code of conduct that brings peace and harmony to society, not conflict. And the second part of faith is your relationship with your Creator. So to blame faith for what is happening is completely wrong. There are bad players everywhere, Muslims, Hindus, Sikhs, Christians, Jewish, we have bad players everywhere. But they're political leaders who are trying for power to exploit their position. It's nothing to do with faith. The basic faith is still the same. Create peace and harmony in society. Love your neighbor, love thy neighbor, and try and create peace in the society. And that is what we are promoting here during this faith event.
हमेशा ये कोशिश करनी चाहिए कि हर काम करते हुए और हर लफ्ज़ बोलते हुए हमें ये ख्याल रहे कि कहीं ये लफ्ज़ हमें खुदा ताला से दूर ले जाने वाला और शैतान के करीब ले जाने वाला ना हो। बस इस बात का हमेशा ख्याल रखना चाहिए। जब हम ये करेंगे तो तभी हम अपने अहद बैत को भी पूरा करने वाले होंगे और तभी हम हज़रत मसीह मौद अलैहिस्सलाम के आने के मकसद को भी पूरा करने वाले होंगे, क्योंकि आपका बुनियादी मकसद यही था कि दुनिया में खुदा ताला की तौहीद को कायम किया जाए और शिर्क का खात्मा किया जाए।
I think the message has resonated really well, and not only for our community where we've had more than 100 different countries represented here, which you can see from the flags. We've had a huge interest from the local population, and we've had a huge interest from politicians, and we've got a huge social media team, and some of the tweets, retweets, etc. So we've really engaged with the local community. So in this site we've put up a mosque which has helped all year around the local community, and we've had exhibitions from local charities asking if they could get involved. So ultimately this event, whilst it's for the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, our ethos is we want to include everyone, and it's that inclusivity, especially in today's day and age, because the message has resonated really well. So love for all, hatred for none, and that's been the key message.
आजकल बहुत से मामलात ऐसे आते हैं जहाँ झूठ पे बुनियाद की जाती है मुकदमे जीतने के लिए, तो इस चीज़ को हमें बहरहाल छोड़ना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि झूठ भी शिर्क की तरफ लेके जाता है। शिर्क से बचने के लिए झूठ से बचना बहुत ज़रूरी है और सच्चाई को कायम करना ज़रूरी है। जब हर एक को ये पता लग जाए कि मेरा झूठ मुझे कोई फ़ायदा नहीं देगा, तो वो झूठ नहीं बोलेगा और यूं फिर सच्चाई की हुकूमत दुनिया में कायम होगी।
Sultan, one thing that I find really incredible about this 3-day event here is the fact that you are inviting people from all backgrounds, all walks of life. How important really is that for you as an organisation?
It's critical for us as part of the ethos of what Jalsa Salana means, not just for our own internal members, but also our external guests, showing the true spirit of Islam, its message, His Holiness, his message, repeatedly saying that we are out there to portray the true aspects of Islam. And there's no doubt that over the last 3 days, you know, with the attendance, hosting so many external guests, that's one of the things that they've all been repeating themselves. It's so refreshing to see that the beautiful side of Islam in the brotherhood and the sisterhood that everyone's portraying.
It's great to see people from the younger generation of the community here really representing the message that you all promote here. For you to be here, how special is it of a weekend?
It feels amazing to be here, part of such a worldwide event. We've got many people from various walks of life, cultures, and it's an amazing thing to be here with everyone. Our motto is love for all, hatred for none, and as you can see, throughout the 3 days we practiced it to the maximum.
तुम लोग भी अगर दुनिया में अमन कायम करना चाहते हो तो हमदर्दी की फ़ज़ा पैदा करो और आपस में मोहब्बत और प्यार से रहो और ना सिर्फ आपस में बल्कि हर इंसान से मोहब्बत करो।
Well, as you can see from the sign behind me, it is sadly time to say goodbye, alwida, and of course, kwaheri to all of our viewers watching this. But before we go, we'd like to say our heartiest congratulations to the entire team at Ahmadiyya Muslim Community UK for the past 60 years of Jalsa Salana, and we wish you all the very best for the next 60 years and more. That's all we've got time for in this week's programme, but we're back on your screens again next weekend. So until then, viewers, take care. Bye-bye.